And it is San Jose who get us started, going from right to left in the white shirts with the blue shorts. Flamengo in their customary red and black, going from left to right. Flamengo last time out losing by a goal to nil at the Maracanã, match day 3 in Copa Libertadores to Peñarol. You mentioned the man sent off for Flamengo, Lucas Viatri, with the winning goal. Now Flamengo chasing Peñarol in the table. For San Jose, just 1 point from their first available 9, and they got that point last time out in match day 3, a 3-3 draw with Quito, but they scored 5 of the 6 goals with 2 own goals given against the Bolivian side as the opportunity is on. Low delivery into the area, threatening was Carlos Salcedo, and an easy claim for Diego Alves.
And Abel Braga, the Flamengo coach, as well as some of the players, came out and said, and even though the expectation is that they'll win this game, it's going to be tough against San Jose, who have their backs against the wall.
Escareta trying to get turned. Referee waves play on. $14.8 million signing from Cruzeiro. Told to get up. And getting the start tonight, Eric.
Getting the start tonight, and all the fans, the supporters, the torcida, going to be very happy about that. Braga has been under some pressure from his supporters to play the Uruguayan. Very contentious move from Cruzeiro after refusing to practice with a team that is doing very well in the Copa Libertadores.
Well, on by Everton Ribeiro in the center of the park. Pokes through into the path of Escareta. Escareta! And his shot stopped by Carlos Lamp, the San Jose goalkeeper. Early action for the Bolivian.
And that was his opportunity to prove that he deserves to be in the first 11. Transition play after the ball is dispossessed by San Jose. And this is a very good save from Carlos Lampe, denying the Uruguayan.
That will be the Uruguayan who will take the corner towards that near post. A flicked on header, and again, and an opening goal. Diego gets Flamengo started early. Fantastically taken set piece. It's Flamengo 1, San Jose 0.
A dream start for Flamengo. This will do so much to get the pressure off their shoulders. It's the man who had the chance to score with a set piece play. There's a header at the first post, and the man at the second is Diego, number 10. Usually doesn't score with his head, but he does that time. The captain coming through, and there's nothing that Carlos Lampe can do with that one. Gets his fingers on it, but not enough power to keep it out.
And you see the joy there from Abel Braga. Watch his side get going early, and straight away another opportunity as Bruno Henrique taken down at the edge of the penalty area. As the appeals continue from the Flamengo side, and San Jose already up against it. A goal conceded, and now a yellow card for Jorge Tocco.
And the Flamengo players want more than that, with Tocco getting Henrique, who was pretty much isolated one-on-one with the goalkeeper. And perhaps there's a case there that Jorge Tocco should have seen a red card and not just a yellow. The referee, Piero Mazza.
Oh, there it is. I don't know if the referee is consulted with his assistant, or perhaps even for the protests, but Tocco is off.
Well, it was a dream start for Flamengo, and this is a nightmare scenario for the visitors. Not only do they concede early, but just 30 seconds later, see a man sent off.
And now Tocco is going to appeal towards the assistant.
And I'd like to know what made Piero Mazza change his mind. Perhaps some communication with the linesman.
We haven't seen the full picture of how many defenders are in the area, but from what we saw, Tocco can have no complaints.
And it's worth noting that Jorge Toko has come in for center back Cesar Mena, who scored 2 own goals against Liga Quito.
It's taking quite a while for Prieto Matza to sort this out. So we have another look here. Enrique's clean through. Oh yeah, that was a last man challenge, then had to be red.
Yeah, you can't argue with the decision here. There isn't much contact, but it's enough to bring down Bruno Henrique. And the referee well within his rights to flash the red card. That man, Miguel Ponce, could not have envisioned a worse start.
And finally, Toko makes his way off. So another red card in this competition. San Jose on the receiving end of a goal and a red in the opening 5 minutes. The starts go as poor as it gets now. Carlos Lampe having to sort out a wall. He launches De Arrascaeta, among others, over this free kick from about 25 yards out. It's clearly the Uruguayan who wants it. Georgian De Arrascaeta, saved by Lamp, but spills it out to his right. Will fall here in the penalty area. And the return delivery there from Rodrigo Caio, not the best, and he commits the foul.
There doesn't seem to be a lot of power in this strike from Arrascaeta, but it bounces just in front of Carlos Lampe, and that makes it difficult. The goalkeeper parries it out of danger with his chest. And a little bit of pressure is off now. San Jose, we're going to be defending for their lives.
One-time manager in Chile, Miguel Ponce, now in charge of this Bolivian side, mid-table in their domestic league. Rock bottom of their Libertadores group. Can Rodrigo Ramalho do? Receives the return ball, but well cut out. Can Flamengo again hit on the counter? Diego. Tackles come snapping in, and a free kick for the hosts. Towards Bada, lofted delivery, and well caught there by Lampe.
And that's going to be the case throughout the game now, because San Jose are going to have to pick their spots, pick the moments where they're going to want to attack. That's what happened there. They committed a lot of players forward, get caught in transition. Even with the foul, they can't get organized, back in shape. So the backdoor pass from Everton Ribeiro to Pará. This cross too close to the goalkeeper.
To this right-hand side to Ribeiro again. His 21st appearance in Copa Libertadores. Twice champion with Cruzeiro. Here's Ribeiro towards that back post. Diego is making the run, and Bruno Henrique towards the near, and it goes to no one in particular.
And that was a lack of understanding between Everton Ribeiro and Bruno Henrique. Henrique cuts towards the first post. Ribeiro expected him to go to the second.
So now San Jose will try and play out, perhaps a bit dangerously. It's actually Gustavo Cuellar and Julian Arau come together. Ball still manages to arrive at the feet. The men in red and black on the evening. What a start they've had. Diego with the opening goal. San Jose with a man sent off. Now it's awkward there at the back, and De Arrascaeta can head to the penalty area. No one to aim at, and his delivery straight at the goalkeeper.
A lively start from Georgian De Arrascaeta. Involved involved in pretty much everything that the team from Brazil has done going forward.
Diego. Poke it through into the path of Bruno Henrique. René. Diego. And now you can expect to see Flamengo exert their dominance on this one. The goal and the man advantage. Arau. And Diego trying to slide it through, but well read on that left-hand side by Ramalho. San Jose to play out through Sanguinetti. Ball finding Ariel Juarez on this right-hand side. Now Torico. Just a bit of a lazy touch there from Juarez, who gives to Arrascaeta and then fouls him.
Unlucky to get away without getting booked, because Arrascaeta was on his way. Well, no Gabi goal, no problem. But Bruno Henrique getting the assist on the goal, and involved in the play that saw Jorge Tocco send off.
I mentioned Gabriel Barbosa scoring twice in this competition. Of the 4 goals for Flamengo, the Flamengo player in the team tonight who scored 2018-19 edition of Libertadores is Everton Ribeiro.
And Gabigol scoring the goal that was the difference between these two teams when they met in the reverse fixture.
Ribeiro. And Para hit the first time cross. It's a decent one. Needed to be dealt with. San Jose unable to clear their lines. Cuellar. Now lofted in. Knotted down. Everton Ribeiro with a first-time strike. And it took a deflection off a white shirt and out for a corner.
Carlos Lampe was rooted to the spot when that shot is deflected. There was no way he was going to reach it, so he has to pray to the angels that it's going wide. And it does go wide.
Supporters in full voice. It's Arrascaeta again. Man goes down in the area after the tug of the shirt. Referee giving a goal kick. Willian Arau asking for it. Referee uninterested.
Helmut Gutierrez, the man who pulls him down. And I think he gets a handful of jersey here. Lucky not to get that called. Right there. Clear penalty. Gutierrez, the man who's come in to fill the void left by Tocco in the back 4.
But I imagine the job he envisioned coming into the night, playing in central defense. This looks like 4-1-3-1. With Gutierrez dropping in. The outside of the boot ball. San Jose to play out. The only other away trip in Libertadores, a 4-0 loss away at Peñarol. Could they face a similar result this evening? Ribeiro. Diego. Trying to break the lines again and sliding through to try and win it back. So the pressure is coming from Flamengo. Dealt with there. San Jose's Ayed Torico. Edmir Rodriguez on the ball. Juarez. Given away, well done there by Arrascaeta to win the ball back. Now lofted over the top. The direction of Carlos Saucedo, who is their talisman in the league, has scored 13 times, 16 league matches.
Not bad for a 39-year-old. He's going to have his work cut out. He's going to cut it. An isolated figure up top. Hold-up play is going to be so important.
And you we'll start to see Flamengo players in space as Diego is here. We'll chip it in over the top towards Ribeiro. Not nearly spilling. Still manages to claim. The opening 5 minutes, what might end up being the most eventful. Diego, and the red card for Jorge Tocco, whose night is done after just 4 minutes. As the tackles come through on it out. But the switch out to this right-hand side towards Para. Winner of this competition in this Flamengo side in 2011 with Santos. Now De Arrascaeta on his right, edge of the penalty area with Everton Ribeiro. Couldn't sort out his feet. Had the run of René available, but giving away.
He was trying to dummy it for his left back, but the ball hits him in the ankles.
You just see San José struggling with the pace at the moment. This Flamengo side, a man down, and Mario Ovando there looked like he was playing in quicksand.
It was always going to be a very difficult task to come into the Maracanã and get a result against the Mengão. But now it's almost an exercise in futility. You'd have to think that a lot of things would have to go wrong for the Brazilian side to concede.
As Everton Ribeiro has acres of space on this left-hand side. Well dealt with by Rodriguez in a corner. You just see a few simple passes and Flamengo are away. They just have so much space at the moment.
San Jose are going to defend in a deep block for most of this game now. They don't want to concede a lot of goals, but they will go forward when they can, and that's going to leave a little bit of space to be exploited.
Taken to the edge of the area towards René. Not the best of set-piece routines.
I think that gentleman that you just saw on your screen, the last time they played at home, which was against Peñarol, I think he was wearing a watermelon as a hat. So he's changed.
Change headwear.
His headwear, yeah. Diego Alves, the goalkeeper for Flamengo, is going to be a passenger in this game, a spectator.
I think he can safely grab his iPad from behind his goal and just pull up a chair. Just as we say that, well, into the attacking third. Chance looks on. Salcedo playing it through. And might a save need to be made. It does from Alves, and an equalizing goal. And just as we were saying, Diego Alves was going to have an easy night. Carlos Salcedo, his second goal of the competition, and their talisman against all odds has made this game 1-1.
And this is just incredible because it comes from a mistake. It comes from a moment of inattention from Flamengo. And then there's a throw-in, good pass, good interplay between Salcedo and Sanguinetti, who may have been in an offside position. His shot is saved by Diego Alves, and the rebound falls straight to Salcedo, who thumps it in. No chance for the former Valencia keeper to keep this one out after he does ever so well to keep the first shot from finding the back of the net. Well, how about that? You thought it was going to be a cakewalk after the goal and the red card, but the team from Bolivia is not following the script.
As against the run of play as it gets. Nearly a spectacular double save there from Alves. You might say that the second available save might have been easier than the first. Just slips through his legs. And Salcedo incredibly well.
So much for Diego Alves is going to be a spectator in the game, and he could grab his iPad. Unbelievable.
Right side, Para, edge of the area. Now Diego. Flamengo now with a bit of work to do. Might have thought this was going to be an easy night as it's lofted in towards Enrique. Tries to chest it down. I'd have done better to chest down for himself. Dedas Gaeta. Lofted again towards the center forward. But dealt with. And now Salcedo trying to use his guile. Flamengo win it again, and now some urgency needed. The men in red and black is Everton Ribeiro is offside. Speaking of, should the flag have gone up against Sanguinetti?
And I have to take another look at that. Definitely the right call here. You'd think now that San Jose have crawled back into this game incredibly. They'll sit back and frustrate Flamengo, not take too many risks. They had to attack when they were a goal down if they wanted to try at least to get out of this group, which is a very difficult task.
First time out to this left-hand side. Here is 34-year-old Diego for Ribeiro. Into the penalty area around multiple defenders. Dink cross towards Enrique, will come to the edge, and Dedas Gaeta tried to hit on the volley. It went off a white and blue shirt out for a corner.
Mario Ovando taking one for the team here as he closes down Arrascaeta on the shoulder. Also an opportunity to time waste a little bit, and that's why Diego is trying to get Ovando up from the ground.
This team are going to have to do a lot of running tonight. Any chance to just take 30 seconds will be used. Now, another delivery here from Dedas Gaeta. It's a decent ball to that penalty spot. A powerful header is in, and on the turn, Diego nearly able to turn in, but Lampe racing out to grab. Ovando took that massive shot to his body. It's tackle from behind Ariel Juarez. Let's have another look here at the corner.
It's Arão who wins the header, and then deflected ball almost falling to a Flamengo player who was in an offside position.
As the header flicked on, but to no one in particular from Ramalho, who himself has scored in this Libertadores in the game against Quito. 3-3, a game that featured 3 own goals, 2 from San Jose and 1 from Quito.
Some incredible own goals at that.
Cuellar. Off towards the area, and Ribeiro has drifted all over that front line. And on the other end of it again, Everton Ribeiro and Dedas Gaeta lofted in towards the back post. 2 unmarked men. Receiving it, Espada will leave it for Diego. It goes all the way through, but just wide.
And I think it takes just a little nick here that deflects this shot. Diego with space to calibrate it.
Corner taken quickly, lofted in by Dedas Gaeta. And Lampe able to take care.
Those crosses aren't causing too much danger to Carlos Lampe. Flamengo are creating most of their opportunities when they switch the point of attack very quickly, switch the play from side to side, try to find an unmarked man on the weak side. That's what led to that chance that Diego hit wide.
Ball played down the line for Arau, lofted in. Will come here to Diego. Tries to nod down for Derascaeta. Will come here on the edge of the air. The first time strike. Not a bad idea there from Ribeiro, who continues to float around positionally.
And I think it's Didi Torrico who tries to come out playing with the ball. Here we take a look at the chance that, the first chance of the game that Rascaeta had on goal. It led to a corner, and that corner resulted in a goal. I was just saying before that Didi Torrico was trying to play the ball out from the back. They have to be careful with that counter press from Flamengo, just trying to win the ball back very quickly in San Jose's defensive third.
Para. Arau. Cuellar. The 1-2 with Derascaeta. He's now playing more centrally. As Ribeiro receives the ball on this right-hand side. The trick there. Leaves it for Diego. Espada. Into the path of Arau, who tries to slide it across. And another corner.
Well, that's a good tackle from Mario Vando. It was Arau who attacks the half space to receive the pass from Para. The defensive midfielder for San Jose was well aware of the movement from Arau.
Sixth corner in the opening half hour for Flamengo. Derascaeta again. One by Arau. Just headed it back from where it came.
He's been a threat from set pieces, winning a lot of balls in the air. Arau, this is the play that led to the red card. There's no doubt that Toko nudges him. He's the last defender. Bruno Henrique would have been through on goal. He's saying it's a shoulder to shoulder, but a clear shove.
You'd have to say he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, but that was too much of a risk. No VAR in this competition until the latter stages.
René and Diego. Sends it into the area towards Arau, who's made a few runs into the penalty area. Trying to win in the air. He's been good. That time, ball too close to Lamp.
Well, he's now got license to attack, join the offensive play of Flamengo anytime he wants to, with Gustavo Cuellar, the only midfielder sitting back to protect the back four that has only been threatened once, and that one time has cost them.
Rare opportunity for Haida Torrico to go forward. Runs into multiple defenders, and it's Arau. Tackles the ball out of play. Won Libertadores with Corinthians in 2012. Diego. Put it on there by Torrico. Chested down. Delivered towards Salcedo. Will be a corner here for San Jose. Couldn't take the lead, surely.
What's impressive is that every time that San Jose has managed to get the ball and they're attacking third, they've managed to make Flamengo uncomfortable.
Only 4 in the penalty area for San Jose. As is delivered towards the near post. Powerfully headed away by Bruno Henrique. There will be another corner. Again towards the near post, nearly getting all the way through. Again, sent in there by Sanguinetti. Just trying to send it on its way there, Gutierrez, and now Flamengo away. 3 versus 2 at the moment. Ribeiro leaves it for Enrique, returns for Everton. Ribeiro! Lethal counter-attack from Flamengo, who have their lead back. And it's Bruno Enrique laying it off for Everton. Ribeiro, who gently taps it in for 2-1 to Flamengo.
And that's the danger of committing men to the attack. When you're a man down, Flamengo hitting on the counter, and even though they don't execute this one to perfection, the ball still ends up crossing the line. Ribeiro actually gets the ball cleared away from him. It falls to Enrique, who gives it back to Everton Ribeiro, and his shot, which isn't clean, finds the corner and the back of the net. Well, there may have been a little bit of a foul there. He doesn't hit it cleanly, but it doesn't matter. Flamengo in front once again.
Incredibly well done there by Flamengo on the counter-attack. Order appears to have been restored for them in this match. Favorites coming in, get the early goal, and a red card against San Jose, and they thought they were cruising to victory. About 10 minutes after San Jose got the equalizer, it did not look like it would be an easy night. Perhaps they can regain control of the match. Diego De Arrascaeta trying to play the 1-2 there with Diego. Now arriving for a long-range hit was Gustavo Cuellar. Easy work for Carlos Lampe.
This is breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the goalkeeper. Frustrating for the away team. Trying to look for a second goal, throwing everybody forward, and then conceding on the counter-attack. You have to commend San Jose for going after a second goal, but a little silly when you're a man down.
Ribeiro. Plenty of space in this right-hand side for Parra's run forward. Was hooked through to the path of Enrique, but well dealt with there by Gutierrez at the back. Given straight to Ribeiro now. Enrique was onside. He's caught flat-footed and gives away.
Enrique was already in an offside position when he gets that pass from the right back, Parra. And then another mistake in possession from San Jose, trying to control the ball at the back, trying to link up some passes, getting dispossessed again. Unfortunate that nothing worse happened.
Diego Georgian De Arrascaeta, 19 caps for Uruguay, scoring twice. Ribeiro, Parra off to into the penalty area. De Arrascaeta able to get ahead to it, and now can take down as Rene running with him. Two with a bit of miscommunication about which run was being made.
It was a good idea from Arrascaeta, expecting Rene to continue his run. The left back wanted to pass to the outside and not centrally. Gustavo Cuellar, the Colombian, along with De
Arrascaeta are the only non-Brazilians in the side tonight. Arau. Coming up for Flamengo after this match. Home and home with Vasco da Gama in the Carioca Serie A final. Lovely ball there from Diego on the path of Arrascaeta. Cuts onto his right. And awkwardly taken there by the Uruguayan and straight forward for Carlos Lampe.
That ball from Diego was just a little behind Arrascaeta. So he has to cut back to his favorite foot. Can't generate enough power on the shot. Looked like a foul to me there. Rodrigo Caio.
No. Enrique there, and Lampe had to take it with his feet. Enrique doesn't get it right after that.
That was a comedy of errors from Carlos Lampe, coming too far outside his box, and Enrique not managing to punish the goalkeeper for his mistake. Clearly onside. It's a good ball. Lampe a little ahead of himself, and then Enrique just can't keep the ball down after the goalkeeper makes a complete mess of it. Credit to the number one. He still challenges the play, and that's what puts off the Brazilian forward.
Thought maybe Lampe got a touch to it, but just mishit there by Bruno Henrique. He'll regret missing that chance. He's now charging on his way. Here's Ramalho. Rodrigo Ramalho carries on his way into the area. And there, San José to keep it in play. Goes down, and no whistle there for Ariel Juarez. And now again an opportunity in the counter-attack, and it will come here to Enrique, who'll cut it onto his left, and we'll play it here for Arrascaeta. Might have intended for the two red and black shirts behind him, as it is dinked in. Flag goes up, offside against Everton Ribeiro.
I think San Jose should count themselves unfortunate that they didn't get a foul on the other end, and that allows this counter-attack. And this is a bad call from the linesman. Everton Ribeiro is well onside. His touch lets him down, and Edmir Rodriguez clears the ball. But it's a moot point because the linesman had his flag up. That was another decent attack from San Jose. Good challenge from Leo Duarte.
And it sends Diego on his way. Arrascaeta returning the favor. Now he makes the run into the area. Diego declining. Continues to work. Cuellar. Bada on this right-hand side. With Ribeiro. His left-footed delivery. It's the first man. Poor service in the end. The winger Everton Ribeiro. 6 minutes to play in the opening 45 minutes. Diego and the aforementioned Ribeiro with the goals. This ball was attempted to be played outside of the boot. Cuellar, the surprise equalizer, coming from Salcedo, who's now going to try and apply the pressure on Diego Alves. He's managed to calmly leave it there with René. Tackles coming through for Rodrigo Caio, I beg your pardon.
That was very close to being a short back pass. Diego Alves nice and alert to prevent Carlos Salcedo from connecting with the pass. I said earlier, when Flamengo were 1 goal up, that it would have to be a mistake from the Brazilian team to bring San Jose back into the game. That's exactly what happened on the defensive end. And there could have been more damage had Salcedo managed to intercept that pass.
Now Now ball is lofted into the path of Enrique. Appeals for offside, not given. And he carries on his way. Lovely back heel. Lofted in towards De Ascaeta, and it actually took an extra touch that set up nicely for Arau. Couldn't get enough purchase on the header. It's straight at Lampe.
Just makes a little bit of contact, but not enough to change the trajectory of the ball.
A tackle nearly won there by Ovando. Flamengo can continue to play out. As the singing continues, it is relentless for 90 minutes at the Maracanã. Diego. Para. Now Arau will have a hit. Straight at Lampe. Just taking the wind out of him. Raul, that was struck there by Willian Arau.
Arau has been one of the danger men, especially when Flamengo has crossed the ball into the box. This, an attempt from distance. A little optimistic.
Let's have a look at the opening goal. Flick there from Enrique and Diego. There to take advantage. The equalizer from San José. The initial effort from Sanguinetti turned in by Salcedo. And then here the second. Enrique Ribeiro, 2-1.
Perhaps you can make the argument that Carlos Lampe should have done better to save Diego's attempt. It was from point-blank range. He had to get his feet right, get his arms up. Gets a little bit on the ball, but not enough.
What a night out for these fans. Now very much feeling better about the match at 2-1.
They've had a lot to be happy about, even though Flamengo were winless in 3 games. One of those, though, went to penalty kicks, and they beat Vasco da Gama in the Taça Rio, the Rio Cup.
Oh, and that's poorly given away. Salcedo leaving it for Sanguinetti. The save, and Salcedo on the follow. He was offside.
Well, there you go. That's another mistake from Flamengo that almost cost them. Big save from Diego Alves. He is offside. Carlos Salcedo, as that shot is taken. They're becoming their own worst enemies right now, Flamengo.
The way they've played in the attacking third, as cheaply as they've given the ball away in the defensive third, it might just serve them to just hoof the ball up and win second balls.
And it's difficult for a goalkeeper who's not doing much to all of a sudden be alert, be in the right position to stop that.
De Ascaeta digging into the path of Diego. You see some supporters frustrated. The most expensive ever signing. Doing all to turn there. Ovando. Now Torrico on his way. The ball there from Ramalho. Delivery in towards Salcedo, going up as well. Sanguinetti, and the strike from Ramalho. Never really the right idea.
Well, he's been playing well, so he has every right to have that shot. Audacious. But again, San Jose attacking well on those few chances that they get to maraud into Flamengo's defensive third. And this man, Miguel Ponce, the newcomer, you can tell that he's got his fingerprints all over this team, playing a lot better than they did in their first few matches in this group, Group D.
last highlight, the many faces of Copa Libertadores. Managers wearing it tonight, as we'll have a minimum of 2 minutes to be added on here at the end of this first half, as Everton Ribeiro has gone down. It's on the brunt end of a tackle there. Nice swing out there from Gutierrez.
It's fair play from San Jose for stopping from playing so that Everton Ribeiro can get some attention, or at least up on his feet.
I believe Ribeiro made the universal sign for a sub, but he appears to be okay now.
Just took a knock. Those hurt in the beginning, but then the pain subsides.
Ovando. Helmut Gutierrez. San Jose the ones trying to play out. Unable to win the long ball. Didi Torico. Alves out to this right-hand side, and Rene. Para. And there is the first half whistle from Piero Mazza, concluding a very eventful first half. 3 goals and a red card. We'll bring it all to you next in the Express Halftime Show. Your score of the break: Flamengo 2, San Jose 1. So a halftime change from Miguel Ponce as Rojas comes on for Juarez. And 45 minutes for San Jose to keep their Libertadores campaign going. A man down and a goal down. All to do for San Jose in the second half. Flamengo would like to take a stranglehold on this game, and an opportunity on as the ball is delivered into the penalty area from Bruno Henrique. Comes out of play for a goal kick. Chris Whittingham, Eric Krakauer here for commentary of this one. If you're just joining us after an eventful first half, Diego scoring the opening goal on 3 minutes before sending off for Jorge Tocco. In the 5th minute, San Jose doing very well to equalize through Carlos Salcedo, but about 10 minutes later on the counter-attack, Everton Ribeiro making it 2-1, our present scoreline.
From a tactical point of view, it's an interesting move from Ponce, taking out a right back and replacing him with an attacking midfielder. It looks like Didi Torico might drop into that right back slot.
As the offside flag goes up against Everton Ribeiro, but for Miguel Ponce, there's no sense defending at this point. They've got to get goals if they're going to stay alive, and what's the difference between a 2-1 and a 5-1? It's losing.
Well, self-esteem, I think, is the difference. You don't want to be humiliated away from home, especially with all the difficulties that the club is going through, with wages not being paid on time, new coach coming in, and of course, a lackluster performance in the Libertadores.
As the ball attempted there by Torico comes off a red shirt first. Settles nicely with the goalkeeper, Lampe. Now settling on that right-hand side is Didi Torico. And a free kick won by the number 17 on this right-hand side. Channel, Sanguinetti, and Salcedo tried to poke it outside of the boot, and instead it's Ribeiro who does the same. to far greater effect. Diego into the path of Jojan de Arrascaeta, into the penalty area. De Arrascaeta, back post towards Bruno Henrique. Couldn't quite get enough power on the header. Good work, though, by the Uruguayan on this left-hand side.
It's Carlos Socena who gets dispossessed as San Jose is once again committing men forward. Flamengo hitting on the counter. Diego finding Arrascaeta. His cross just a little too high for Bruno Henrique. Arrascaeta, a lively start to the first half, a lively start to the second. And San Jose showing no signs of wanting to just sit back and prevent getting embarrassed.
Diego and Henrique would have been offside, but couldn't quite get the ball over there. Ribeiro, as the man goes down, sportingly put out of play as it's Rodrigo Ramalho who goes down.
Reciprocating the courtesy that he got, Everton Ribeiro, when he went down. Take a look at their goal right there. Javier Sanguinetti.
It's clearly offside.
Offside. No VAR. Good first save from Diego Alves, who we were saying could have pulled out his iPad and watched a few videos of all the penalties he saved in his career.
That might just get him to the final whistle.
Saved almost 50% of the penalties he faced in La Liga.
In his club career, it's faced 57, saved 25.
That is just an incredible number.
Rodrigo Caio. Diego. And signed for $14.8 million from Cruzeiro. Lovely dummy there from Roberto, who tried to leave it for Henrique. Didn't quite fall kindly for him. Now Diego trying to get turned and does so. The 1-2 with Everton Ribeiro, but the return far too heavy.
Ribeiro has a lot of Ginga flowing through his veins. His boots are filled with imagination. Standout player of the first half.
What was that expression?
Ginga. Brazilian term.
Whatever the opposite of that is. Gustavo Cuellar going heavy into that tackle.
And not for the first time. He's the hard man for Flamengo, the Colombian. And he hasn't really ventured forward. He's allowed Willian Arão to do that.
That's Rodrigo Ramalho on the front end of that. Now, something to do with here for Edemir Rodriguez.
It looked like a handball to me from Henrique.
Just about escaping that situation. 34-year-old center back.
Edemir Rodriguez has had a good game.
Now the loose touch leaves it for Diego. And now De Arrascaeta turning onto his left. And a 9th shot on target of this match as the saves continue to pile up for Carlos Lampe.
This had a little bit of pop, takes out a little bounce just before it gets to Lampe. Take away that first goal that he conceded. The 32-year-old Bolivian goalkeeper has had himself a pretty good outing.
Internationally capped 24 times with 6 clean sheets is now Henrique is able to dart in front of this defense. And Rodriguez.
I did almost forget that he had that one mistake coming out of the box and almost allowing Henrique to score.
Sanguinetti. Lovely poke there from De Arrascaeta. No foul. Now back to his feet to win the ball. And on goes the Uruguayan. With options either side, will play it to Bruno Henrique. Couldn't quite get his foot around it. and drags it wide.
It's a really good cutting run from Bruno Henrique, and then he lets the ball just slide beyond him before he twists his hips and tries to knock it in. Right there, lets the ball run. By that point, Lampe had come off his line quickly enough to close the angle down. Full house at the Maracanã with tickets sold for cheaper prices. You can feel it in the atmosphere, and they're plenty happy with the result, but you'd think they'd want a little bit more from the Mingau.
There is Abel Braga in his 31st job in club management with 20 different clubs.
It's unbelievable. It's almost as if he's coached every top-flight club
multiple times. I believe he's been the manager of Inter 5 times.
And lifted their first Copa Libertadores. And then went on to win the Club World Cup, which is quite something considering that competition is more often than not dominated by European clubs. A competition that most people don't think very highly of. In fact, it may change the format if Gianni Infantino has his way.
Nice interchange there with Rodrigo Caio and Arrascaeta. One back by San Jose and Torrico. Nice idea there from Ribeiro. Played into the penalty area, taken down by Jordan de Arrascaeta, who hits it straight into a defender. And now San Jose trying to break. Saucedo. Nice touch there from Rojas, the substitute. His first meaningful action. Jair Torrico. He too cutting onto his right. Advantage given. Torrico carries on. Now Sanguinetti turning, playing towards Saucedo, who can take it down. And the flag eventually does go up. Chance looked on, though, for Carlos Saucedo.
And he wasn't able to kill the ball well on his chest. It does look like he is in an offside position, but not by that much. And over here, doesn't kill the ball properly enough and allows Leo Duarte to clear it. Lovely piece of skill from Javier Sanguinetti to twirl on the ball and then deliver that cross to the back post.
René.
You know, Chris, I'd be very frustrated with the referee when he gave that advantage, because I'm a man down, set piece opportunity. It's a great opportunity to have a goal-on-goal.
As Everton Ribeiro in acres of space on this right-hand side delivers in, taken down by De Arrascaeta! A stunning strike from the Uruguayan, and the record signing for Flamengo might just have secured the 3 points in the Copa Libertadores.
He was denied by Carlos Lampe early in the first half, but he scores an absolute beauty. The cross comes in, controls it with his chest, into space just behind him, and uncorks an absolute belter to the second post. Beautifully executed, excellent technique, and proving that he's worth all the money that was spent on him, and proving to Abel Braga that he deserves to be in the starting 11.
What a hit that is from Jordan de Arrascaeta. The world might soon know his name. And for this club, for Uruguay internationally, as Flamengo now lead by 3-1 against 10-man San Jose. Certainly put in a valiant effort, and now have a corner. Sanguinetti to deliver. Enrique winning at the near post. This guy had to try to flick out. And a header run by Rodrigo Caio, but in a foul manner against Carlos Salcedo. And now, from about 4 yards outside the penalty area, a free kick for San Jose.
Yeah, that's certainly a foul. Rodrigo Caio puts his hands all over Carlos Salcedo.
Despite the dangerous situation here for Flamengo, their fans are singing louder than ever. Diego Alves sorting out his wall, as is the referee Piero Mazza. It looks like Sanguinetti and Ramalho fancy it the most. And a few fans from San Jose that made the trip. Both Ramalho and Sanguinetti line up as if they're going to take it, but it will be Sanguinetti into the wall. Ramalho trying to win the second ball, and now can Flamengo strike on the counter? Well done there by Edemiro Rodriguez to win. Comes out to this left-hand side, appeals for offside and handball. None given. The strike comes in. And well saved there by Diego Alves, who hasn't had a ton to do, but is up to the challenge there. Might the counter-attack be on Enrique. Stepping across very well, Rodriguez. What a chance that was on that left-hand side.
And this is an excellent save. Every time Diego Alves has been called into action, he's performed brilliantly. The shot coming from Jair Torrico, cuts inside. It hits a curler. As a neutral, you want to see San Jose score another goal. Really force Flamengo to continue taking the game to the visitors.
And now Flamengo, they just have to go and get their fourth. They're really going to see off the game as ball is played into the area towards Enrique. San Jose thought it based off the pedigree of the side, their current league position, and what they've done so far in Libertadores, but been well worth their position tonight in this group.
Well, just to put these two teams into perspective, Gabriel Barbosa's wages alone would cover 2 months of salary for San Jose.
Rojas into the area, cut out by Caio.
Flamengo made a huge financial investment this season because they want to lift this trophy. First time since 1981.
And now plenty of space on this left-hand side. The ball will come here to Torrico again in the area. The right-footed strike. Dealt with there by Leo Duarte. And Jair Torrico dispossessed now by Duarte. Finishes the job. And away for a throw-in. Willian Arau who will receive yellow for this tackle on Rojas. Absolutely cleaning him out. 26-year-old. Now appeared in 115 matches for Flamengo. Into the book. Sanguinetti. Taking more than a few touches to work his way out from the back, and now this is 4v3. Ribeiro and Reek trying to return. The layoff looked the better option.
Timely challenge from Rodriguez. Everton Ribeiro had tons of green in front of him because Puerto Rico had ventured forward, and not for the first time in the second half.
This is him on the ball again. Returning. Play it towards Saucedo. Now the counter looks on again. Arrascaeta. Does very well to keep it in play. Comes to Uruguayan. And a throw in for Flamengo. Got their third through the Arrascaeta here in the second half. 2 goals to the good. And a man to the good. After Jorge Tocco sent off 5 minutes in. You mentioned the change earlier on, Eric. Central defenses. Cesar Mena conceded 2 own goals. Their Libertadores match with Quito. And that enough to see him to the bench this evening. Comes René. Into the air, well taken there by Diego. Still Diego, and again Diego! And well dealt with there by Lampe to cut off the angle. I don't believe he was forced into a save as Diego hit side netting.
Oh, the technique, the class from the former Juve man. Twinkle toeing his way in, and then can't wrap his boot around the ball to get it on frame.
And what a goal that would have been, the second of the evening.
He is no stranger to remarkable goals. Terrific career. Won La Liga title with Atletico Madrid. Few titles in Portugal with Porto, and 2 Copa Americas with Brazil. His cabinet is laden with trophies. Having said that, some people believe he should have had an even better career.
As René again delivering to no one in particular. Top of those titles with Atletico Madrid and Porto. Also played in Europe with Werder Bremen, Wolfsburg, Fenerbahce, and Juventus. Now back in his native Brazil.
And let's not forget that he played for Santos as well, with Robinho. Now it's all about just managing the game for Flamengo.
Appeals for handball. Cuellar, but play on now through Arrascaeta, who's played a bit of a withdrawn role here in these last few minutes. And managed to find Para with the big switch, who turned on the Jets to receive the ball as Diego goes into the area. Looking for the option with Para, instead plays it off the defender for a corner.
It's a lovely ball from Arrascaeta. 35-yarder to Para.
There's now a change being prepared for Flamengo. Another big signing, Vitinho. $13.7 million signing from CSK Moscow. As Diego will deliver. The header comes in, and it's off the top of the bar. Rodrigo Caio went flying through. And it's somehow the frame of the goal denies.
And it's Bruno Henrique once again who wins the ball at the near post. And Caio just can't get over it. Clinging off the woodwork.
There's now the referee. Is going to allow the change to occur, and it is Diego who makes way after a terrific performance. And it's Vitinho, the 25-year-old, will make his third substitute appearance here in Libertadores. And Diego handing off the armband to Gustavo Cuellar.
I don't think he's too happy with this decision to be pulled off the captain. The supporters showing their appreciation for a man who's been a maestro throughout his career.
Carlos Lampe looks fit to carry on. He has been a busy man in that San Jose goal, and despite conceding 3, you'd probably have to say for the most part he's had a decent evening.
It could certainly have been much worse.
San Jose now conceding 11 goals in 4 matches in this competition. Turning Rodriguez. Vitinho on that left-hand side. See if that means a shift central for De Arrascaeta. Does look like it at the moment, as Enrique went chasing for the ball and slipped. Appeared to have taken out Rodriguez, not with any kind of malice, but just a slip on the surface.
You have to commend San Jose for their commitment to trying to play the ball out the back. Very rarely have they resorted to just thumping it forward, Route 1 football.
As the foul through the back there of Enrique, who's really thrown himself about on the evening, and that time Rodriguez going through him.
He really has. He's been a handful, moving all over the place, just trying to find any little bit of space that he can exploit.
That's going down on that far side. Bada. Now turning here is De Arrascaeta. Now René. Arrascaeta returning the ball for the left back, René, who gets it across towards Enrique, and Lampe gets bumped into there by Enrique. And another claim for the San Jose goalkeeper.
With Diego making way for Vitinho. It looks like Vitinho has gone to the left, and that's allowed Arrascaeta to play more centrally.
Play the 1-2 with Everton Ribeiro, who's outside of the boot return. It's not quite what he was hoping for.
Not as influential as he was in the first half, although he did cross the ball for Arrascaeta's Beautiful goal.
Well, one in the center of the park here by San Jose and Ovando, but one back here by Flamengo. Here's Ribeiro. Gonna leave it there for Vitinho. It's not enough on it.
And you saw there with Mario Ovando just all over the place in his defensive duties, just feeling a little bit of exhaustion, his legs giving way. These San Jose players have done a lot of running to close space, prevent any passing avenues for Flamengo to take advantage of. They haven't always succeeded, but they are a man down. It's been a valiant effort from the Bolivian side.
René. And again, lofted delivery towards the back post. Pará trying to win the header. And instead goes through. Now Pará to return to the area. And Henry trying to go overhead kick. Let up for De Arrascaeta. His left-footed strike into a teammate. That was Vitinho who got in the way. It's Bruno Henrique going for the spectacular there in the area.
Completely misses the ball. And that Arrascaeta connects with all of his shot. Thumps it straight into Vitinho. Here, that chance from Diego. Using all the skill that he's gotten from playing a little bit of beach soccer in Rio de Janeiro.
Now a double change here for San Jose. The last throws of the dice. Marcelo Gomez and Christian Alessandrini come on. Saucedo to make way for Alessandrini. A bit surprising given they need goals. Rodrigo Ramallo as well. All three changes on for El Ponce, the San Jose manager. Rojas, Gomez, and Alessandrini.
They'll pretty much
given away.
Take up the same spaces.
Imagine some tired legs. Pitch at the moment for San Jose, given they've been a man down for 70 minutes. Vitinho.
It's been a thankless job for Saucedo up top by himself, just constantly battling for contested balls. Getting his goal.
We'll get thanked for the goal. As charging forward, Pará. Sting to the feet of De Arrascaeta. Now Vitinho. Off into the area. There by Rodriguez, who's done plenty of work. As has Duarte. He gets taken out. And the referee allowing play to continue.
And it is crazy to me that the referee is giving an advantage in that position. A perfect one to strike the ball. That was a nasty challenge on Leo Duarte from behind. Just going back to Saucedo real quick. Thankless job of contesting for every ball. So we take a look at Alessandrini just scything Duarte, center back. Saucedo does get his goal, and at least he'll be able to say that he scored one at the Maracanã.
We won't quite have Mario Götze's story to tell, but he did score a goal on this hallowed ground of world football.
Well, very few players will have a similar story to the one that Götze has written into the history books.
Of course, course, the World Cup winner for Germany in 2014. Put out a play there by Ovando.
And the joke was that that was a pact that he made with the devil, because after that, his career took a little bit of a nosedive. He's finding his form finally again at Dortmund.
That's a pact you might make.
I wouldn't think twice about it.
René.
It was one that maybe Gonzalo Higuain should have made.
Leo Duarte trying to slide to the feet of De Arrascaeta. To the goalkeeper Lampe.
And my apologies to any Argentine fans out there. That was a cheap shot.
Send your tweets to @BNSportsUSA. De Arrascaeta, Vitinho, chance looked on. The ball behind Everton Ribeiro. The ball's played in towards Vitinho. Now Flamengo can perhaps have a bit of fun here in these last 10 minutes. So it looks in the bag. Bada and the 1-2 and a lovely return ball. Bada in the area, peeling back, and it's a fantastic move. That is Flamengo 4-1 up on San Jose. It's Ribeiro who tucks home for his second of the night. Flamengo 4, San Jose 1.
And it's William Arão who joins the attack, and he unlocks the defense with a beautiful backdoor pass to Pará, and the right back cuts it to Everton Ribeiro, who makes no mistake from that range. His second, not as influential as he was in the first half, but he gets his second goal. And this is it for San Jose.
Indeed, that is probably them done in this competition, with Flamengo now topping the group on 9 points. The +5 of goal difference. San Jose rock bottom with just 1 point from an available 12. And 8 points off of both Peñarol and Flamengo, who look the heavy favorites to go through to the knockout stages.
Liga Quito still has something to say. They have 2 home games remaining in this group. And Flamengo has 2 tough trips, one to Quito, and then they'll finish off at Montevideo.
He's now racing on his way is the substitute Lucas Silva. He's come on in the middle of that as well. Delivery is in. Header from Vitinho, penalty. And it's Arão who went down. And Flamengo can add insult to injury.
And remember, he was pulled down in the first half as well, with San Jose getting away with one. This time, he gets his call.
And it's basically the same incident, isn't it?
It is the same incident, and it's exactly the same 2 players, with Helmut Gutierrez pulling William Arão down for a second time. And this time, he gets penalized for it.
Tug of the shirt. And the referee, this time giving Flamengo a spot kick.
And you have to feel for San Jose, did so well to stay in the game in the first half, but fatigue set in. It's not easy to chase the ball for as long as they have, to concentrate for as long as they have. And now it's all come crumbling down. And Vitinho looks like the man who will be taking the spot kick.
Will be the substitute Vitinho over this penalty. Signing from CSKA Moscow. Sends it the direction of the keeper Lampe, but still manages to put it past him. And Vitinho and Flamengo have put 5 past San José in Copa Libertadores.
The substitute approaches this one with absolute confidence, puts his foot through the ball with power, and there's nothing that Carlos Lampes can do about this one. He guesses correctly, but that is pummeled in. Five goals to the good, and goal difference a factor in the group stage is something that Flamengo were well aware of coming into this match.
Among the more lopsided scorelines we've seen in this competition. San Jose are now well and truly out. Flamengo with that extra bit of goal difference of Peñarol in the table. 9 scored and 3 conceded. +6 compared to Peñarol's +4. As you said, no more home matches left for Flamengo in this group stage. They'll still probably need 1 more point just to make sure.
It is one thing to win a Copa Libertadores match at home. It is quite another to do it on the road. Very tough to travel in South American international competition.
And now Flamengo are in again. Well won by Cuellar. Opportunity on for Silva. And well saved by Lamp. And Lucas Silva, the 21-year-old, coming on. A nearly instant impact.
The ball just gets stuck in between Lucas Silva's legs as he controls that. Fires it straight at Carlos Lampe. Excellent interception from Gustavo Cuellar. Just under 4 minutes to go in regular time, and Flamengo, you'd think, are still hungry for more.
The crowd sound like they are.
It's an absolute cauldron right now.
There's now a final change here for Abel Braga, as it's René who come off. And Miguel Trauco with his second substitute appearance for the Peruvian. 31 caps for his national side.
And that tells you everything you need to know about the depth of this Flamengo team. The fact that you have the starting left back for the Peruvian national team sitting on the bench, coming in for only a handful of minutes in this game. They flashed their championship credentials tonight. And that is without their starting striker and his replacement, Fernando Uribe.
Silva sliding into the channel here for Para, into the area, cross, on goal. It was 2 in the last match against Quito, and now San Jose well and truly punished for being 10 men only, and Flamengo have well and truly done this job. It's 6-1.
And this just adds insult to injury. Combination play on the right-hand side between Lucas Silva and Para, and then his cross deflected in by Gutierrez, who just conceded a penalty only 5 or 6 minutes ago. A bloodbath at the Maracanã.
And you'd have to say this is harsh on San Jose. Put in quality performance, even a man down for about 65 minutes, but you had to imagine, even though this team is used to playing in altitude and doing plenty of running, this is some job to play against Flamengo with only 10 for 85 minutes. It's Alessandrini going down, but never a foul. Now Silva onside for 7. Couldn't be, could it? Lucas Silva. Vitinho. Trauco. Arau. Leaving here for Para, whose run created that chance. Also got the assist for Everton's second of the evening.
The one player who really wants to get on the score sheet is Bruno Henrique. He's been doing anything to get into the right spots, just hasn't gotten the right service. But he's got 2 assists to his name.
Duarte. In the center of the park there. Unsurprisingly, it's Bruno Henrique tossed to the turf. The yellow against Edemir Rodriguez. It's hard to say a central defender has done a decent job after conceding 6 goals, and could it be 7? And it'll come here to Arau. Edemir Rodriguez done a decent job, but Flamengo in again and again. That one goes blazing over.
That's William Arau once again. As we take a look at the goal from Arrascaeta, he chests it behind him to open up some space away from the defender. And then the contact is perfect. Laces through the heart of the ball. Man of the match. They wanted to see the Uruguayan play, and play he did.
And that will be the final whistle, as Flamengo have done the job on the evening. 27 shots and 6 goals against 10-man San Jose, who are out of Copa Libertadores. What a game, and thanks to all of you who joined us this evening. Chris Whittingham and Eric Krakauer signing off. Flamengo 6, San Jose 1.